Hello and welcome to the Total Faith Show. I am Cynthia Bellinger, your host. I greet you each and every week onto your television screens, your computer screens, your iPhones, iPads, smartphones, and now we are video on demand on Dish Network. We cablecast and telecast, and we are lifestyle, information, and entertainment. And what we are doing is to inspire, educate, and we want to challenge some of you. That's right. We want to be able to empower our viewers as we do, because we are the network that empowers all people to win. And with that said, I have a special guest, two special guests in the audience, in the studio with me, and they are none other than Mr. and Mrs. Bell. Valerie Bell and her beloved husband is with us, and these are the parents of the late Sean Elijah Bell, yes, who was tragically shot down in November of 2006.
I prefer murdered.
Preferred.
Yeah.
Shot down tragically, and it was just a sad time because it was the authorities that were guilty of the charge. And but we have you here today, and we want to talk with you, Mr. and Mrs. Bell, yes, about almost it's some years ago now. Some time has passed, but yet the memory of your son still remains, yes, right?
Yes.
And because of it, something great has come out of it. And we're going to talk about that. But in 2006, if I may, what actually was going through your mind, if you don't mind revisiting that, just for a short, brief moment?
Well, it was supposed to be a happy day on November 25th, 2006, supposed to be his wedding day. So, of course, that was going on in our mind until we received a phone call about, say, 3:30. His fiance's sister called and said he was in a car accident. I'll say, okay, maybe she didn't say car accident, she said he was in the hospital. And I thought of a car accident. I never thought of something like this. So it was like getting there at the hospital was unbelievable. And going through my mind, it's like, no, this can't be happening. This can't be happening. He's supposed to get married today. And feeling that way, I even went to get my hair done, kept my hair appointment, thinking it wasn't true.
Right.
So it was something that wasn't real.
It just was overwhelming. I can't imagine, but nonetheless, and as the dad, as a dad.
My memory is because I was with him.
Yes.
That evening. I just had left him. And it took me a long time to go to sleep, a couple of years actually, because I was afraid to close my eyes to see him getting murdered behind the wheel. And even today, I still have that dream. I sleep during the day actually. I stay up all night. When the sun come up, I fall asleep. It's there. It just won't leave me.
It is heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to know that the authorities and, whatever the circumstance were, and I mean, every day we have to live in a system, in a world, in this country where there's profiling and yes, where there's stopping and frisking and, and it's always the brown and the black, yes, it's always, and the system just keeps filling up the prisons with
yes,
our very own. It is sad. But let's talk about the great news, the good news that came from this tragic.
Well, actually, 2 things.
Right.
Yes.
The first
Two
Yes.
things.
Two
Yes.
Please
things actually.
share. Let's share the
Yes.
good news. Because, as a matter of fact, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we want you to share the good news.
All
Because out of
Sure.
every tragedy, there's always a victory.
3.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, it is.
We'll be right back after this short break. Don't go away.
Are you behind on your mortgage? Is the bank threatening to take your home? Is your house underwater because you owe more than it's worth? Are you considering trying to get a loan modification on your own? Did you know that less than 5% of people who tried on their own actually got a modification? At the Mortgage Modification Helpline, we know the rules and regulations banks don't want you to know about. And we've helped thousands of people stay in their homes. Are you struggling to keep up? Are you past due on your mortgage? If so, we can help. It doesn't matter if you have bad credit, been turned down, or if you're currently getting their runaround from your lender. The call and consultation is free, and it only takes a few minutes to find out if we can help. So call the Mortgage Modification Helpline today, and let's get your loan modified into one you can afford.
Please call 800-650-2047. That is 800-650-2047.
We are back here with the Bells, the family of the late Sean Elijah Bell,
Thank you.
who
Yes.
left now a legacy for us.
Yes, yes.
So tell us the good news.
The first good news, May 18th, 2010, they named the street after him, called Sean
Sean
Bell
Bell
Way.
Way.
Okay, wait. Don't say it so fast. Let's say it now.
On May 18th, 2010, a street was named after my son called Sean Bell Way.
In Queens.
Queens, where it
Actually,
happened
the
at.
street. It
The
happened
block
on.
where it happened on.
The very block
Block.
that
The
it
very
happened on.
block,
So
yes.
there was some that had to have been worked out. Did you all have to advocate for that?
Oh,
Yes,
yes.
we did.
Oh,
Yeah.
very hard.
Petitions,
Yes.
people coming to support us, which was overwhelming.
Yes.
We really had
you
a good
got it
turnout.
done.
Yes.
Yes. They
got it
say we
done.
couldn't get it done because he wasn't a known person.
Known person.
Exactly. But he was known to us. See, that's how much they knew.
Right, right. So you got that accomplished.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that is a milestone.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
So in 2010, we now have a street named after the late Sean Elijah Bell.
Bell, yes.
Okay, wonderful. Now, what's the other good news?
And then, May 21st, 2011,
Yes.
Yes.
the Sean Bell Community Center
Came about.
came
Yes.
about.
Awesome.
And with the help of other people.
Yes.
Now we got to talk. Now, wow, I know he's smiling.
Yes,
He's
yes.
smiling. Got a street
Street
named
named
after
after
him,
him.
and now this center, this
Yes.
foundation, the Sean
Yes.
Elijah Bell Foundation.
Yes.
Let's talk about that. Why and when? Well, not why, but when did you decide to say, you know what? Let's do a foundation. You know.
Well, to my knowledge, my sister, Pastor Diane Shepherd, thought of it because she wrote up everything before she passed away in 2007. She had that idea, but we said it was too early.
Yes.
It was just fresh. We needed to wait.
Yeah,
But
too much
she
pain,
started the
yeah.
idea for us, and before she passed away, she did see it come to fruition, and we started doing giveaway toys in the community in 2009. Nope,
No.
2008.
2008.
Right?
Oh,
Because
okay.
Yeah,
we
we
had our
started
fourth
doing-
one in December that just passed,
Right.
so we started giving away toys to the community,
We didn't
collecting
have a
toys.
place, though, at that
Didn't
Didn't
have
have a place,
No.
but you had a vision.
Yes.
Yes.
See, all it takes is a vision.
Yes.
Yes.
We did things. We did talent
Yes.
shows and everything before we even had the center.
Yes.
Really, to
Yes.
raise money.
To raise
Well,
money.
actually,
Well,
for the community.
because my son was
parents
giving.
need to see their kids, work with their kids, see the talent they have.
Yes.
Right.
One lady just came through and said, I didn't know she could sing like that.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, it was unreal.
So once you open the doors to this foundation, let me just read the mission
Yes.
of the foundation. And we're talking about the Sean Elijah Bell Foundation
Yes.
and a community center, which is at 107-52 Sumpton Boulevard in
Yes.
Jamaica, New York. And the mission is the Sean Elijah Bell Foundation is to reclaim our community. The foundation will strengthen the community by creating a safe haven
Yes.
for all to come. We will help with educational services such as tutoring for student and general education programs to achieve a general education diploma. Excellent.
Yes.
We will provide recreational, cultural, and wellness programs to young and old. We do this in memory of Sean because his community service continues in spirit and directly through us.
Yes.
Us meaning the community.
Community, everyone.
Yes.
The door's always open
Yeah.
to everyone.
All ages.
Yep.
You know, this is so exciting that although he died tragically, right? By at the hands of the authority, the police who we supposed to protect us,
yes.
right?
Yes.
But we know that systems are corrupt.
Yeah.
It is what it is. However,
Some
not
are good.
everyone.
Exactly.
Right.
I just say
We're
that.
not making a blanket statement.
Exactly.
Yes.
But
Right.
the idea is that at the hands of the authority, he was tragically killed.
Yes.
But through his memory,
Yes.
we have a street now named
Yes.
after him in Jamaica.
Yes.
And now we have the Sean Elijah Bell Foundation, and it's there to help the community.
Yes.
So now, what is this here, these pictures here?
Well, they
that
entail
you
of
brought.
what goes on every day, especially after school program. You see my husband making sandwiches for the children.
We had a lot of kids, about 40-something kids.
Right, when we
making
first started. But when we
sandwiches.
first started out, it was free, just to see
Yeah,
how it's
so
going to
we get to
happen.
know
Get to know the community. And they just started coming for the summer program, which started in 2011. And then we started the after school program in September of 2011.
So it's reading, writing,
Right, and
arithmetic,
helping with
Homework.
homework mainly.
dance,
Yes.
outreach. You know, we used to have
Mentorship.
that's
Yes.
awesome.
Yes. we do.
Mentorship.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, how old are the children?
5
To
to
12,
13.
13.
Awesome.
Yes. He's there every day.
Yeah, I'm there every day. I'm
Every
the
day.
principal.
Right.
actually.
You're the principal.
they call me principal.
You're the
Dean.
They
principal.
call me the principal.
They
yes.
call you
yes.
the principal.
Yes, they
That's
do.
all
But they
right.
always come in, make sure they say hi to me. Good kids,
Yes.
with problems, which I understand. Neighborhood with a lot of problems that people forgot about, don't care about. But
Right.
they got to know somebody care about them.
Of course, absolutely.
Yes.
And you want to start young,
Yes.
you know. So these children, they're from the local,
Public
the
schools in
area.
the neighborhood.
Right,
Yes.
exactly.
Sure. And you said it in the beginning. It was it was more
Free,
It was free.
right, exactly.
But then over time, everything costs. So
Yes.
we're gonna have to do some fundraising.
It's a donation
now,
that they
right,
gave.
it's
So
a
it wasn't
donation,
set.
yes.
Right, it's
Right.
a donation.
Because
Right.
we had a donation for the whole semester of the school for $25 for each kid.
From
But
September to
overall,
spring.
Yes.
it's a community
It's
center
for everyone.
the foundation, with the
Yes.
Sean Elijah Bell
Bell Foundation.
Foundation.
Yes.
And we're gonna talk offline about how we're gonna help to raise some
Yes.
funds for
Thank you.
this community
Yes.
center, which is for the community.
Yes, it is.
It's a not-for-profit.
Yes.
So, and we understand. But with that said, it's open 7 days, 5 days.
Well, it was open
Start out
7
7
days.
days,
We
right.
started 7 days. Then now it's 6 days.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, one day you figure, get a little rest, maybe.
A little rest, but
Maybe.
you're there every single day, so you
I
get
go
to see
every
the
day.
faces of these young ones from
Yes.
5 to 13 years
13,
old.
yes.
Yes.
And how and does it tell me, how does it make your heart to feel?
I'm gonna
that,
tell you, I have peace. I go home, I can rest. Even though sometimes you know how kids could be, but I enjoy being there. I have to go there, no matter what. If I'm sick or whatever, I have to go.
They
I
can't
even
keep
go
them
on
out.
Sundays. Yeah, they kick me out. Yes, I have to go on Sundays just to make sure the place is clean for Monday. Yeah.
So now you're
This
carrying
is-
the legacy.
It's his home.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
That's his home. I feel at
Yes.
peace there because he's there.
because it's his name.
Name.
Right.
You're
Yes.
carrying the Sean Elijah Bell name
Right.
as a legacy for these young people, because we don't want them to get caught up in the
In that,
hands
right,
of
exactly.
what possibly may happen. You want to say something?
No, I'm just saying we have a corner in the center called Sean Bell Corner, where we have his pictures. Because my husband always said he would be famous
Yeah, when he was born.
because he played baseball.
Yeah.
He started at the age of 6, and
He
his
was a good boy.
yeah, his
Oh,
high
he
school,
kept me out there a
John,
lot.
John Adams High
Yeah,
School.
yes.
He played at Yankee Stadium, and they won the championship.
Yep.
So you always believed he was going to be famous.
Famous. He
Yes,
always said
always.
Well, listen to this.
I
When we
know.
come back from this short break, we're going to talk about how famous this Sean Elijah Bell Foundation is going to be, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We'll be
exactly.
right back. Don't tune away. We will be right back with none other than Mr. and Mrs. Bell, who are the parents of the late Sean Elijah Bell, who was tragically killed by the authorities in November of 2006. We'll be right back.
Broken AC, $4,600. Water heater, $1,500. Fridge on the fritz, $1,000.
You need home warranty coverage from the Home Service Club.
For around $1 a day. If any of your covered appliances and systems break down, HSC will either repair or replace them.
HSC provides coverage of up to 47 different appliances and systems in your home.
I trust HSC.
HSC has over 15,000 pre-screened, highly rated technicians with the fastest response time in the industry.
They cover everything from ACs, stoves, fridges, pool pumps, and more.
Call the number on your screen now for a free no-obligation quote from a trusted HSC specialist about a home warranty for your entire home, backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Call now and get 1 month free plus $75 off your first year of coverage. 1 month free and $75 off your first year. The Home Service Club.
Welcome back. We are back. Now, talk about this stardom that you saw for your son, and I see it here as a legacy with the
kids.
Yeah, with the children.
Yes.
Please.
Well, he started 6, as we said before, playing baseball, the little league. Hate to lose, this that. Had to bring him how to be, sportsmanship. He went to school, stayed on teams. He always played. Matter of fact, he was on a traveling team. Went to Ohio, places like that, Florida, to play baseball.
Wow.
And it's sad to see, he went to college. He went to National Community College. He took a starter spot. He was 11-0 in college. Yes.
11-0.
11-0.
Picture.
Yeah. And the same night he got, well, you would say, I say murder, you say something. But the same night, a guy called me, right? I was sitting in my friend's house. He was like, he knew an agent in the Dodgers situation, right? So he talked about my son, So the guy called me. Said, how'd your son like to come out for a tryout, right? I said, don't tell me, tell him. I made him call him. And he told me, he was so excited, he kept, cause I wasn't gonna go. He come, Dad, you got to come, you're the best man, you got to come. How many dads are the best man for his kids? That's a rarity. I felt very honored by doing that, so.
Right. Because you were going to be his best man at his wedding.
Yes. I didn't never thought that,
Right.
Because he would be with his friend. I said, they be trying to have fun with it. No, Daddy, you got to come with me. You got to be here. So I stayed with him. I said, I'm going to go for 10 minutes. Stayed about 5 minutes before the place closed or whatever happened, So me and my partner left. Then by the time I got home, I got the news where the tragedy happened. And I'm like, wow. But he had everything in his hands at that moment. All his dreams and stuff came true. He got offered to come and try out for a baseball team.
Right.
That was one of his dreams come true.
Right.
Even though he never made it there, but he got offered to come and try out.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I feel that. And now the stardom begins because now we have the Sean Bell, the Sean Elijah Bell Foundation, right?
Yes.
And with that, the goodness that's going to come from this with the children that you...
Oh, they love being there. They love being there. Parents trying to take them out, send them to a free program. No, we got to go to Sean Bell program. We got to be with Mr. Bell.
Yeah.
Like, okay, he made me special with my son. Made me special in a way. I just plan to retire, play with my grands. Now he got me doing something I never believed I would be able to do.
Yeah, you see, things just, when they happen, they do happen for a reason.
Yes.
Right.
But you have other children as well,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
those other are a daughter and another
My
son?
other
Older
son,
son.
William Bell Jr., is 34, and Dolores Bell, who's 20.
Okay. So Sean was in the middle.
Middle,
Yes.
Middle child.
So he's the baby boy, right? He's in the middle.
I understand the baby
Yeah,
boy, right?
Yes.
but he was more like his father towards his sister.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, the old soul.
Yes.
He was very more mature. Every time they meet my oldest son and Sean, they said they thought Sean was the oldest.
Yes.
And his other love was electrician.
Yeah. He had passed the test for that also.
Passed the test. He went through apprenticeship. Well, he went through like orientation in the beginning, took the test. In the summer of 2006, they said, we're going to call you to start. January 2007, they called him, but he wasn't here.
Okay, yeah. But he is here in spirit because I feel Sean. I do, because you know what?
Yes.
With this community, this foundation, and everything that is coming out of this,
Yes.
it's going to be a star. There's going to be many stars.
Yes, coming out of
that's
there.
going to come out of there.
Excuse
That's
me.
going to do your heart just
Yes.
as good and as well
Yes.
as your very own child.
Yes.
who's gone on to glory.
But I tell them I'm the father of all your kids. I tell the parents when they bring it,
Yeah.
they're my kids now. Once
Right.
you cross that line,
Yes.
now they're mine.
Yes.
And I treat them like mine.
That's important.
Yes,
And
I
I know
feel like that.
I know they feel the love.
Oh yes, oh yes. Someone get a little angry, but they come back,
That's
knock on
all
my
right.
door, Mr. Bell.
That's all right.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
You
That's
know,
all right.
but
We're going to
that-
take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about where and how people can get in touch with you.
Yes.
And write and get more
Anything,
information.
yes.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Attention! Have you or a loved one suffered from maculopathy, a serious retinal injury, after taking the prescription drug Elmiron for interstitial cystitis or bladder pain syndrome? In 2018, a researcher at the Emory School of Medicine linked Elmiron, a prescription drug that treats interstitial cystitis or bladder pain syndrome, to maculopathy, which is sight-threatening and can cause an abrupt change of vision. Call Elmiron Justice for a free legal consultation.
Please call 800-378-0924.
Welcome back. I'm still Cynthia Bellinger, and this is still Mr. and Mrs. Bell.
Thank you.
And now I want you, Valerie,
Yes.
to just, could you take maybe 2 minutes from your heart to talk into this camera?
Okay.
And you, as a matter of fact, you can take even more than 2 minutes, all right? But I want you to just just be used right now, because someone is watching, and I want them to feel your heart and with all that you're doing and with this legacy that you've.
All right. The first thing I always say to families who lose loved ones, no matter how you lose them, keep the memory. By keeping their memory, that keeps you going. It's okay to cry. As you see, I still cry because you're never going to forget them. The thought I had one time is when you lose a loved one, especially a child, it's like you lose one of your limbs, but you remember how it works. So that's how you keep the memory. Remember what he did during the good times or the bad times. And if you could find something to show for it, like we did, it's a help. It's a great help, especially when you have something in the community to help people to show and to say to them, even though he died tragically, we're not going to let anyone forget about him. We're going to use this to help others because he was one to always help others out there. So never give up. If your son or daughter had a dream when they were alive and they didn't finish it, please continue it. That's showing everyone and anyone that, their life can still go on even through their death.
Thank you. And Mr. Bell, I want you to do the same honor, please, sir, if you were talking to them.
Yes. Well, Miss Bell said most of all, because my feeling a little stronger. I don't know why, but I didn't have him. I give my wife a lot of credit because she knew him before I got a chance to meet him. And most women do that, And for a man to desert him, which a lot I see every day, how they desert their child and the person that gave birth to him, they ought to be ashamed of themselves. Then that can't be proud. You cannot be proud, because if you're a proud man, trust me, you be right there with her. You're a supporter, no matter what the circumstances that you left. But don't come back because you think you're gonna get something out of it. Come back because you love that individual, and that's what it's about. 'Cause like I said, what we doing now is showing love to everybody. It showed the adults, even if you have young parents, show them how to love their kids also. 'Cause we got around it for 34 years. We've been doing this, together. And we plan on trying to do it for maybe another 30 years, maybe. But seriously, it's a thing you have to do with passion. You got to love what you do. You got to care. You can't be phony about it. Because if you're going to be funny, you might as well get out. Because all you're looking for one way is money. We don't get paid for it. We go around helping people before we even had this, and I thank God for it. We have a place so people can come and talk to us, especially the youth. I have many kids come and talk to me all day. And I love it. Sometimes I just listen. That's what we here for. Not always criticize it. Let's listen sometimes.
Yes.
That was powerful right there, because there's an art to listening.
Yes,
Yes, it
it
is.
is. It's hard to listen than
Yeah.
always talking.
I never forget my sister told me, Valerie, just listen. And that's what I do now. Listen.
This is wonderful. Now, there's something you wanted to read.
Yes, another world, how can I say, award-winning thing to me is I'm writing a book called Just 23. And it's more of a poetry book, but what it is, it's Thoughts from a Mother and Spoken Word by Keisha Walker. And I just want to read this
Please.
part from the book. Hopefully, no, it will be coming out
Yes.
May
Yeah.
18th for his birthday.
Yeah.
His birthday's May
May 18th.
18th. May 18th.
Yeah, he would be 30.
Wow, a day after
would have
my
been 30.
grandson's birthday.
Wow.
Now, let your face shine on your servant. Save me for your mercy's sake and in your loving kindness. Psalms 31:16. The Sean Elijah Bell Community Center, this is what we hold today to let your light shine, changing the lives of others through the work that is being done for the community. The doors open May 21st, 2011. We give in the honor of your name, showing the people, city, country, and world that you were a beacon of light in someone's life, not just another dude on the street. So, Sean, we continue to let your light shine. And this is how the poem goes.
Okay.
Authoritative beauty, beholding the very essence of who you are. Colorless yet colorful, your image remains tucked away in my heart. Images of you in a place close not far. Memories guiding me to the very place where you are within me. I can see hope form that emanates the involving blessings that you are and have always been to me. A glimpse of true light catches my eye, and in the simplest things I can see you. As spirit transcends barriers that flesh cannot, your death has an unseen ability to affect change, infiltrating minds of darkness. The chambers of the insane absence of light, confusion reigning. Strongholds maintain delusions in the eyes that are unable to recognize light, nor having the ability to distinguish between wrong and right. Then your life changed its form, and the greatest love came forth, allowing your life to be seen by eyes, being as light in the darkness of minds, affecting change and love, creating and sublime. Sean Elijah Bell, let your light shine.
That is beautiful. That was so beautiful.
Thank you.
You know, good looking man.
Yes, that's what everybody said. That's what everybody said. But one thing he did leave out to us, though. Two beautiful
With
girls.
children, yes.
Two girls.
Jada,
Yes.
Jada, who's 10 years old,
Yep,
and
and
Jordan,
Jordan.
who's 6 years old.
Yes.
Good looking
I had to
man.
put that in.
Good looking man.
Yes.
Well, with that said, I want to say thank you.
Thank you.
How do anyone get in touch with you? Just give us a website.
Website is SeanBellCenter.net. Very simple. SeanBellCenter.net. BellCenter.net. And once you go on there, you can see what we've been doing.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you both for coming on the Total Faith Show. Thank you for sharing, inspiring, and, you know, actually even challenging some folk, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you
Mr.
very
Bell.
much. Yes.
Thank you.
God
Mrs.
bless
Bell,
you.
God bless you. And I want to thank you for tuning in every week, the Total Faith viewers, for being faithful. And you heard it. We have a great legacy left here by Sean Elijah Bell. And that is the foundation now and the community center in Jamaica, Queens. So with that said, write me, call me, make any comments. Just go to the website www.totalfaithnetwork.com and let us know any of your thoughts, your comments, and suggestions for any upcoming shows. And with that, I just want to always say that here at Total Faith Network, the Total Faith Show, we walk in total faith. Until next time.
Come on, get your hands up. Everybody sing it out. This is how we live it. The Total Faith